line, by the way, I would get Bo a running back. For Bo's birthday, I'd find him a tight end. Those are the things that we're getting on the RamosLaw.com text line, and those are the correct answers right there.
Yes, those are number one answers. And now, based on my report from a couple hours ago that you heard first on Dover and Cecil about Rob Gronkowski perhaps wanting to come back to the NFL, are the Broncos on that target list? Sean's probably going to get asked about that.
Oh, right.
How does Sean respond to that? Because not only have Chiefs fans come out of the woodwork on my timeline, which is disastrous now, by the way.
To you?
Did you know that Gronk and Travis Kelce are the same age?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so you have a guy, and Travis doesn't look the same, okay, at least from the Super Bowl. Regular season, he didn't look like that as much.
I thought you were talking about the plastic surgery he got.
But Gronk hasn't played in 4 years. So the rest and recuperation on his body, like how's that look? So, yes, a lot of attention has been thrown the Broncos' way. And, yeah, Rob Gronkowski trending on Twitter. Started right here on this show.
That's pretty awesome. How much? Well, we'll get to the Nuggets in a second then. We talked about this earlier about a 1 to 10 scale of how real it feels. We were both kind of at the 5 there. And
right.
you just said it. It's 4 years off, man, at 35 years old. Now it's 4 years without getting hit, without getting your knees crushed and all the things that Gronk was dealing with. But when you talk about part-time player, and if that's the case, two-part question or really conversation for us to kick around. What's part-time player mean as far as actual games played? And then if we're talking part-time player for a 36-year-old tight end, what are we talking about as far as pay goes?
As far as pay goes, and we could go back to see his final year at Tampa. Kev, look up the number for me, please, because I believe it was around $8 million a year, like a 1 year, $8 million deal.
That's too much.
He's not getting that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not getting that. Now, if you want to say 2 years, $8 million, does that sound a little bit better? All of it's guaranteed, like something like that, something sort of enticing for him. But
1 year, 10 for Rob.
Okay, well, he's definitely not getting that.
No.
He's not getting that at all. Yeah, you're looking at 2 years, $10 million, or 3 years, $10 million. Honestly, that's to me because the third year's your throwaway. Mm-hmm. So 2 years, $10 million. And $8 million guaranteed.
That still seems like
$7 million guaranteed, something like that. I think $3 to maybe $4 million a year, because now Gronkowski return means not only Denver, but you're going to have competition. Now, what is it? How much is left? What kind of a bidding war would you get in? I'm not suggesting any sort of bidding war whatsoever, but a fair offer for a place that, well, his brothers loved. And again, reports saying he's been seen in Vail multiple times over the last couple of months. So, he loves Colorado. I've been told that he loves Bo Nix. We know he had a working relationship that was pretty funny with Sean Payton. Mm-hmm. They did a couple of gag reels about Sean Payton saying, I got a job for you in Denver. Like, that's already out there from some of their, I believe it was the Super Bowl coverage, right? So wearing an orange suit, or excuse me, blue suit with an orange tie. Like, we've seen all this. So the Denver Broncos, can we see the Denver Broncos? Is that what Bo Nix needs for his birthday? So, running back, Ashton Genty, and then a couple of tight ends. Plus, we've got that Colston Loveland news that came out that Drew sent us in the group chat about Loveland being a little bit banged up, but telling teams that he will be ready. I believe it was shoulder surgery. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I just looked at the text and then quickly went bye-bye back to my ex.
Right shoulder for Colston.
Right shoulder and a procedure. Colston Loveland, though, will apparently be ready for, I believe, mandatory minicamp.
Yeah. Does Adam Schefter tweet out all injury reports or just the guys that went to Michigan? How does that work?
Maybe. But either way, now, does that make Loveland more of a possibility? Genty is a pipe dream. Okay?
At
I don't
20,
want to crush
it definitely
dreams.
is. At 20, it is.
Yeah, at 20, he's a pipe dream. You got to get past Dallas at 12. They've got their own issues. And oh my goodness, the people that I talk to, their opinions on Dallas's moves, let's just say, are a little funny.
Okay.
More on that later.
Okay.
But Ashton Genty, it's a pipe dream. Okay. I want it bad. I thought Sean Payton was a pipe dream. Sean Payton was my choice for the Broncos. And I was like, there's no way they can get Sean Payton. And they did. So I'll sit here and I'll say the same thing about Ashton Genty and say, there's no way they can get Genty at 20. Well, okay, move up to 15. Move up to, 16, whatever that number is. If he falls to a certain point, you make it happen. The ultimate birthday present for Bo Nix is for him to have to not do it all himself.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think going back to Gronk real quick, my idea for a deal, I would probably, I'm like, hey, 1 year, $3 million, and, get here about August 15th. We'll give you the Luka and Jamal treatment. You can use some of the regular season to get in shape for the rest of the regular season. Get here at some point in August. Let's talk about playing in November, probably for the first time. And we're going to give you $3 million to come in here and see if you still got anything left in the tank. I think that's more than fair.
And kind of ramp it up a little bit.
Right. As the time gets closer and closer, sure.
Yeah, as the season goes on. So there's a lot of that, and I'll say this, and the streets are going to be cold. I've said that about free agent running backs. Now, the report out of the scouting combine, the latest I'm hearing is that the Cowboys are considering keeping Rico Dowdle, and that takes you out of the Ashton Genty conversation. And that is good news for the Denver Broncos. So if the Cowboys, a team that I'm close to, truly are considering Rico Dowdle, because the free agent market's going to be nothing for these guys. The tight ends, you're Mike Gesicki, right? You're on the free agent market. I hit the market again, guys. Crickets.
I have really only one interest in free agent tight end, and his name's Juwan Johnson. Outside of that, I don't know, man. I don't know that I really have a lot of interest.
And Juwan Johnson, what's he going to make? $3 million a year, $4 million? So, there's very, very little out there. Streets are going to be cold for these guys. So Gronk is a fantastic human being. It would be awesome to have Rob Gronkowski in the Mile High City catching passes from Bo Nix. It's got to be the right price. And it won't change your draft plan. Now the Colston Loveland injury news, the combine's where you get the injury information. That means 20 is, move back and you still might get Loveland a little bit. Not much.
How much does the fact that he's injured during the combine matter to teams? Or does Adam Schefter's tweet actually carry a little bit of weight of going, no, he will be fine past these interview tests with the teams that you're going to talk to? The Broncos are certainly going to be one of them. And then you can come in and participate in training camp. Because I'm assuming here if Dr. whoever Adam Schefter tweeted about saying he'll be ready for camp, that means there's no participation in Michigan's pro day either for Colston Loveland.
Yeah, and then you're just going to have to go off the film study and how much you liked him on film, which is, 85, 95% of your grades, which is good. It may actually be a good thing because then you can't get swayed either positively or negatively by something you do in underwear. So with that, I say, it might ding him for some, but at least they found it. And the combine, they're going to find everything. The problem becomes, though, a lot of the times we don't hear about it until the draft and somebody falls. Jonathan Cooper, why did he fall to the 7th? Oh, my God, why is Jonathan Cooper's there? What are they doing? It was a heart thing, but we didn't know that until the combine. You can get some clues if a guy goes back for a medical recheck. You go, uh-oh, what are they looking at? So we might get some clues, but sometimes we don't know about these medical checks until the actual draft, and you're like, why is Carson Strong falling? Oh, because his knees are shot. Why Jonathan Cooper fall? Because he had a heart thing that teams were scared by. Obviously, Broncos took advantage and a win for the Denver Broncos with Cooper in the 7th round. So the fact that you know this about Loveland going in, 20 seems real possible for him now. Real possible.
Good. I still like a lot of the Colston Loveland idea at number 20. And if that's, Gronk is a guy that comes in here on just a 1-year deal. That's what I'm most comfortable with, is that 1-year deal. I need to see what Gronk has. You know what I mean? He could be working out, he could be running and doing all the things that you would want him to do, but how does that translate onto the football field? He's obviously a Hall of Fame football player with the things that he's done in his playing career. I would be very hesitant to put any kind of guaranteed dollars after 1 year, and then we just base it on what's that look like. And who knows what's Gronk's play, too. Does Gronk want to come back for 2 years, 3 years, or is this just a one and done with an opportunity to help a team compete for a championship?
Well, and I think it's funny, and I guess I had forgotten about this, but I think it's funny in that video, all up in the videos, and Kev, go ahead and grab the video. It's, again, Gronkowski's trending on Twitter, when Sean Payton is joking around, and he said, you're 8 touchdowns short of 100. I think I can get you 8.
This is on the Fox set, you're saying?
This is on the Fox set, yeah. So, Kev, that video is out there, all up in the videos. But I think it's just kind of funny that Payton says that because if he had a Rob Gronkowski, they'd get to the red zone and be like, here comes student body left, Gronkowski right. Like, it would be the easiest call. Bo Nix would love it. Bo Nix's touchdowns go up by 10 if you had Gronk. Not just all 10 for Gronk, but get him that 8, get him to 100. And it's funny. And, of course, Sean Payton knows that, right? Sean Payton, the kind of NFL historian, he discovered electricity. Just ask him. Like, I think it's funny that he would know that. I forgot that until I watched that video. And he's telling Gronk, hey, you're 8 touchdowns short of 100. I think I can get you that. Now, they're joking. But wouldn't it be funny if that video became reality for the Denver Broncos?
Let's take a listen. Kevin Kistner has it for us right now.
Coach, how did we both end up in an orange tie and blue suit? I swear I sent my gray suit in.
It's my doing. It's probably a little over the top. I got a job at the Broncos for you. No training camp. You're 8 touchdowns shy of 100 touchdowns. I think I can get you that. And might be able to talk to the Walton Penner family about calling us the Denver Broncos.
Guys, we need your pick. Hurry up.
Hey, I'm picking the Broncos.
No. They need the game picks.
Eagles by 7.
Nice work, Kevin.
I'm picking the Broncos.
I'm picking the Broncos, said Gronk.
Yeah, there you go. I'm picking the Broncos.
All right,
that would
that's
be great,
good,
man.
And
that
you're right,
be
they were
great.
both in orange and blue.
Yeah, and now after breaking this news, my next ask for these NFL sources is merely this. If Gronk does return, he announces it on this show.
Yeah.
That's my ask.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right, I'll definitely play nice with you guys. Love Gronk. You love Gronk. We want to party with Gronk. You kidding me?
Right.
Would Kev be allowed to our party with Gronk, though? I feel like he might talk about Peyton a little too much, like Peyton Manning, Kev, would you behave yourself and then also at the same time not behave yourself at a party with Rob Gronkowski?
I would tell Gronk, hey, all those touchdowns you caught? Peyton told Brady about all those plays. So really, you have to admit that Peyton is the GOAT.
Peyton is responsible for those touchdowns.
Yeah.
Because he told Brady those plays.
Yeah, see?
100%. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can't leave Kevin out, right? He's a part of the core 4 here on Dover and Cecil, so he's in. It's just, if you're worried about how some person acts around, celebrities at a party, honestly, I'm probably the one you should worry about, not Kevin.
Uh-oh. Well, I'd also worry about Spivak because he'd be showing Gronk some, hockey highlights or something and be like, hey, check this out, man. Can you believe it? In net?
He'd be like, Gronk, let me tell you why Marty Netchus is better than Miko Rankin. Come over here real quick.
He'd be like, Gronk, you ever played hockey? How are you on skates, Gronk? Can you skate today? Can you play for the Avs?
It would be incredible. Like I said, man, just selfishly as far as storyline for us, it would be outstanding. The Broncos would be at the forefront of the NFL world if this comes true. So I'm all for it if it's there. We got to see. I'd love to see Gronk make a statement. If you go to Gordy Gronkowski's Instagram page, you'll see several little skits and bits teasing this exact thing with Gronk possibly unretiring and joining the Denver Broncos. Broncos country, what say you? RamosLaw.com text lines 303-713-1043. Tell us if you think it's a realistic possibility, what he has left in the tank. Throw your name on the end of your text, and we'll give you a shout-out as we read it here on the show. Real quick text before we talk some Nuggets here from Big Perm. Dover, your mustache makes you look like an 80s dad that plays beer league softball every Tuesday at Softball Country, also crushes beers and smokes a pack of heaters every single day from Big Perm. I also did show Amanda. I said, what would you think about me bringing this back? And she responded with, why?